Buckle up, Disney fans, because I've got the best news you could hope for. Camp Rock is officially coming back. It's been 15 years since the last movie hit our screens, and honestly, most of us thought the franchise was over for good. But nope, we were wrong. Camp Rock 3 is happening, and I've pulled together all the details you need to know. Now, let's rewind a little. The Jonas Brothers are celebrating 20 years in the music industry, and just last month they kicked off their tour, Jonas 20, Greetings from Your Hometown. On the very first night, fans got a massive surprise. Demi Lovato joined them on stage. Together, they performed some of the most iconic Camp Rock songs like This Is Me and Gotta Find You. That performance alone set the internet on fire. For years, there had been whispers about a possible Camp Rock 3, but most people didn't believe them. It felt like those endless High School Musical 4 rumors that never go anywhere. But this reunion? This was different. It felt like confirmation. And just in case anyone was still skeptical, 2 days later, on August 12th, the Jonas Brothers appeared on Hot Ones. During the interview, a little detail came out that sealed the deal. Let's just say Camp Rock 3 wasn't exactly a secret anymore. What shocked fans even more was Demi Lovato's involvement. For a long time, people assumed Demi would never return to Camp Rock. And honestly, it made sense. After Camp Rock 2, Demi briefly dated Joe Jonas, and things got awkward fast. They were stuck traveling together on tour for months, and to make matters worse, Joe's new girlfriend was around too. Not exactly a fun situation for Demi. On top of that, Demi had been very open in her Hulu documentary about how difficult her Disney Channel years were. She admitted that those experiences left some scars. So when people said, Demi will never go back, it felt believable. But now, things are different. The cast has grown up, they know how they should have been treated back then, and maybe this movie is a chance for closure. For Demi to return, it's honestly huge. And here's another twist that's been floating around. Rumors say Camp Rock 3 might be, wait for it, R-rated. Yep, you heard that right. Both Demi and the Jonas Brothers have mentioned it in past interviews. Demi even said, "We want to come out with an R-rated Camp Rock 3. All of our fans are older now, so anyone who watched Camp Rock back then can actually appreciate it today." And she's not wrong. We were kids when the first movies came out. It would feel weird to watch a 33-year-old Demi running around screaming Camp Rock, like it's still 2008. Now, let's be real for a second. As fun as the idea of an R-rated Camp Rock sounds, it's probably not happening. At the end of the day, Disney is still the production company, and Camp Rock has always been a Disney Channel property. Even though Disney Plus does release shows with more mature themes, Camp Rock's core audience is still families and kids. So, sorry guys, no wild adult version of Camp Rock. But honestly, that doesn't matter, because the story itself already feels exciting enough. Think about it, the original cast spent every summer at Camp Rock, making music, building friendships, and growing up together. Now, 15 years later, they're all adults with real careers, busy lives, and responsibilities. But some things never change. That summer camp magic? It's still there. In Camp Rock 3, we'll see our favorites, Mitchie, the Gray brothers, Caitlin, and Ella, returning to camp. Only this time, they're not campers anymore. They'll be stepping into new roles as counselors by day and rock stars by night. Back then, they loved mentoring the younger kids, and now, it's going to come full circle. Of course, some things are bound to be different. Connect 3, the Jonas Brothers band in the movies, will probably still be super successful, touring worldwide. And Mitchie? With her talent, it's hard to believe she isn't a famous singer at this point. But the real kicker is Brown, the legendary camp director. He'll be the one to call everyone back together for one last summer at Camp Rock. He needs them to step in as counselors again, and you already know they won't be able to say no. And here's where things get emotional. It's been 15 years. There's a good chance Mitchie and Shane drifted apart over time. With their careers pulling them in different directions, it's possible they didn't end up together. That's why this summer at camp could be their chance to reconnect. To see each other again and realize just how much they've missed each other. Just imagine the nostalgia, returning to the place where it all began, walking those same paths, and rediscovering the spark that first brought them together. And let's be honest, the music is going to be fire. I'm still listening to Wouldn't Change a Thing all these years later, so whatever new songs they bring will instantly hit us with that same iconic vibe. And it's not just Mitchie and Shane we're curious about. There's another couple fans can't stop thinking about, Nate and Dana. Remember how adorable they were in Camp Rock 2? Nate even sang Introducing Me Just for Her, and let's be real, that song is still stuck in our heads. By the end of the second movie, Dana had broken away from her controlling father, Axel Turner. She wasn't about his obsession with winning, and honestly, that showed she had her own voice. Since then, a lot of people from Camp Star joined Camp Rock, including Dana. So, chances are, she'll be back as a counselor too, this time with Nate by her side. And it doesn't stop there. We can also expect to see many of the beloved cast members from the first two movies returning. One name fans are especially excited about is Frankie Jonas. Back when Camp Rock 2 came out, he was just a kid. But now, he's all grown up, and the Jonas Brothers love including him in everything they do. It's almost certain Frankie will show up in this installment. So, picture it, our OG favorites, plus Frankie, plus the rest of the Camp Rock regulars, all back at the camp where it started. It's nostalgia overload. But here's the best part, this might be happening sooner than expected. Thanks to Joe casually dropping hints during the Hot Ones interview, we know the script is already finished. The only thing holding up production is the Jonas Brothers' ongoing tour. Filming is expected to kick off in April 2026, since the setting has to be a summer camp. If the schedule lines up, we're looking at a release window in fall 2026. For reference, the first movie premiered in June, the second in September, so a late summer or early fall release makes perfect sense. That also means we could be seeing the first trailer by August 2026. Just imagine getting those sneak peeks of new songs, reunions, and all the campfire vibes again. At the end of the day, Camp Rock 3 isn't just about music, it's about friendship, closure, and nostalgia. For the cast, it's a chance to revisit the roles that made them stars. And for us fans? It's a chance to relive those memories one more time, maybe even alongside a new generation who will discover Camp Rock for the first time. So get ready, because after 15 years, Camp Rock is finally coming back, and this time, it's bigger, bolder, and more emotional than ever.